Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going today? Awesome. We got like 54 people here right now. That's awesome. Going for a late night stream, going for a late night, maybe long on Ethereum, a very large long. I'm going to go into maybe like a $3 million long on Ethereum. A lot of my calls have been right lately. I've been nailing most of the calls. I'd say like at least 60 to 70% of the calls I've been nailing, but I've also been winning over 80% of my trades lately. So welcome everybody to the daily update. My name is Philakone. For those that know me, I've been in the game for about 10 years now, going on 11 years. This is my little office here where I trade. It's a little bit overkill for what I use. I mean, I got like a laptop, everything that you need for the typical streaming office, but it's really not needed. I made over $100,000 in London, actually like 250K, trading on my phone. Literally just trading on my phone in bed in a hotel. You don't really need all of this. It's nice to have more information to multitask, but yeah, it's a little bit overkill, I realized. So for those that know me, I'm known as a day trader, and I'm also known as an investor that holds longer term, but mainly as a scalper that will day trade shorter time frames. Okay, so let's jump right into this. My ultimate goal is to help you guys navigate through this market. Okay, I'm not going to be advertising anything today. I'm just here to give you guys my time at midnight to make sure you guys understand the potential of a gigantic position that can come up on Ethereum. I will also show you transparently my personal position right now for Ethereum. I'm just loading up my Binance here. I am currently in a $750,000 long position for Ethereum, which is very small. So I'm in it for 200 Ethereum right now. I entered at 37.78. So not the best entry, right? But I expect it to bounce, to be quite honest. I expect a bounce. And today's topic is going to be talking about how Ethereum might have a major bounce opportunity to finish off this very last subwave. So let's get right into it, okay? We're first of all going to dive into a theory called Elliott wave theory, which is one of my favorite theories. The best book that you can read is a book by Robert Precher and AJ Frost called Principles of Elliott wave theory. Okay, if you guys want a free copy of it, you're welcome to DM me. I have the rights to distribute his book by PDF for free because the author gave me permission to. Okay, and he also sent me a personal copy of his book as well. So I have like a personal signed copy by both of them, and he wants me to promote it. So I have the rights to give you guys a free PDF book of that as well. So Elliott wave theory goes like this. It's a theory that was invented by Ralph Elliott Nelson back in like the early 1900s. It's a very old theory. It's been adapted. There have been many variations of it, but I'm going to teach you guys the very basics of how he says that there are 5 Elliott waves that form, like 5, these are called subwaves within a big wave. And these ones are called the impulse waves. This is an impulse wave because it goes up. This is an impulse wave because it goes up. This is an impulse wave because it goes up. And then there are 2 corrective waves, okay? There's 2 major corrective waves like this, okay? 2 major corrective waves. And then after all 5 of these are formed, and mind you, there's also 3 small waves within this one. And if you go into each one, there's actually 3 within this one as well, right? 3 within this one. It basically just keeps repeating in a fractal. Now, my job as an Elliottician is to try to decode and subdivide these counts. Because if the counts are subdivisible, then what happens is you can actually trade it very clearly, okay? So there's going to be a corrective wave over here after it's done, after wave 1 is done, and then another corrective wave after this big wave 3 is done. The wave 3 is often the easiest to trade. That's where the money is made in a long position. And then after all 5 of these are made, this creates the first big wave. This is called 1. Okay, this here is called 1. Wave 1 is now officially formed. But keep in mind, within one, there was actually five, right? There's five. Then after the wave one formed, a big wave corrects. Did you guys notice that this wave two only corrects a percentage of the previous wave? This wave four only corrects a percentage of the previous wave, right? But this one here, people think that it's only going to correct a percentage of the previous wave, as in of this wave only, of the green box only, but that's wrong. Because now, all of this, right, if you look at here, the red box, it corrects all of wave one, but within one, there's also five. So remember this logic. Within wave one, there's five. But what if I deleted all of this, right? What would you have, right? Because that's a big wave one. So wouldn't it make sense that this now will also correct all of wave one, right? So what we're trying to do right now is figure out if Ethereum is close to a top. And there's a theory called the ending fifth wave diagonal. Let me pull it up for you to give you a really good lesson on this, okay? Sorry for taking up your time here, but I want to teach you guys Elliott wave theory in detail, because I think that this is one of the most interesting things that you can learn, okay? This is the official book, which you guys are welcome to ask me for. Okay, sorry, ending diagonal. So this is called an ending diagonal, okay? And this is what we're trying to figure out if Ethereum is going to make. So an ending diagonal, it does one, first of all, you have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then after that, you have a fifth wave, okay? You have a fifth wave that forms just like this. See, but if you notice something clearly, the fifth wave is actually divisible by 3, right? Here's 1, 2, 3 to make the 1, A, B, C to make the 2, A, B, C to make the 3. So in theory, what we're trying to evaluate is if the fifth wave is done, or if the fifth wave, because right now we have this, okay? We got this structure right now. We got that structure, right? And then now we have a big dip, okay? We have a big dip. We're trying to see if it's going to create just a little bit more of a pattern to finish off the diagonal. If this happens, it is with 100% certainty that we will hit the $4,000 region. Now, let me count it for you, the exact, by the way, this is one of the best counts I have ever seen for Ethereum. This is by far the most tradable market that I have seen in a very long time. It's not too parabolic. It's not too crazy. It's just busy enough to capitalize on it. So right now I'm kind of like broken even. It may seem like a big amount where I'm down $2,400, but keep in mind that these are very small position sizes to me. I keep, for safety reasons, I keep about 150, 170. Oh, right now I have 170,000. Usually when I have more than $150,000 in my account, I just withdraw it to make it sure I have 150K. The reason for that is because I don't trust exchanges. I would rather leverage times 5 times 10 with 150K rather than keeping $2 million on the account to leverage 1x. Does that make sense? It's the same thing as long as you have the liquidity, right? As long as you have the assets to back it. I can send myself $100,000, $200,000, even $1 million in a minute if I wanted to from my ledger, right? So the leverage does not matter to someone like me. Leverage only matters to people that have a very limited bankroll, that don't have extra funds somewhere else, that this is their maximum funds and they're like leveraging times, they have $2,000 and they're leveraging times 10, right? They don't have money anywhere else. That's not good to do. The way that I treat the risk management is by minimizing how much I have on the exchange. That's why you'll see me trade a ridiculous amount, guys. Like, I'm not sure if you saw, but I have traded $87 million in the past few weeks, actually. Did I post it? Yes, I did. Tomorrow, I'll probably be at 95 million because I'm averaging about $7 million a day in volume. So $87.5 million in volume. I'm paying at least $50,000 in fees a month. So if I'm paying $50,000 in fees, you can kind of guess what my profits are, right? It's clearly a lot more than like $50,000 if I'm paying $50,000 in fees, right? My last two trades I've taken have been killer. I took two trades today, which we'll go over. One on Pengu with a $500,000 short for about 13K profit. And then one on Ethereum, a very stupidly large position for a small profit. I took in only $10,000 on a $2.3 million position. So small scalp. I was kind of panicked. I was kind of scared and sleep deprived. And then of course it went to 38.85. So I missed out on literally $30,000 of profit. Honestly, the reason that happened was because I was just getting kind of nervous. I was so sleep deprived. So right now, the where we are, we're gonna finish off this Ethereum. Once you guys watch till the very end, you will understand this incredibly well. Okay, so this is the count. We're at 1. It's somewhere in here made a 1, somewhere in here made a 2, somewhere in here made an A, B, C, D, E, 3, somewhere in here made a 4, then a 5. That is the first wave. Okay, without a doubt, that's the first wave. This here is the first A, B, C to make the 2. Okay, and then the third wave is somewhere finishing up right now, and that's what we're trying to figure out. This is a 1, a 2, and you can see basically like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make the 3. That's the 4, and this is the 5 coming up. So the reason why I have an ending fifth wave diagonal theory is because of this. Okay, I got to pull up that book again. Actually, I showed you guys earlier how fifth waves are divided. Like, just imagine this is a fifth wave. They are not divided into 3s, okay, or 5s rather. They're not divided into 5s because they are not impulse waves. They don't go like that. What they do is they divide by 3 instead. So whenever you get a 3 wave like this and then a big dip, that's what throws people off because they're expecting 5 waves, but they only got 3. And then the next one is 3 again. This one is also 3. This one is also 3. This one is also 3. So what we're seeing is actually this forming exactly right now. You don't see 5 anywhere. You actually see 3. A, B, C. And then what's even crazier is that the next wave coming down, you also see 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, this is a high possibility that we're going to make an ending fifth wave diagonal. That's going to finish up as 1, a 2, maybe a 3, maybe a 4, and then a 5, exactly at a double top. Exactly at a double top at 41,000, where we're going to reject, and then this finishes off the third wave, okay? And then we're gonna basically double top here. Maybe we'll go above it a little bit, but this is not the wave that we're gonna break above it. It's just, it's impossible. If people doubt, for example, Elliott wave theory, I'm just gonna show you guys something crazy. Okay, like this is, it's gonna blow your mind if you've never seen this before on Nvidia, which is now the like market cap. So what's the top market cap company? I think it's Nvidia now. Nvidia is the #1 market cap company at the world at $4.3 trillion. They are ahead of Microsoft, ahead of Apple, ahead of Tesla, ahead of everybody. Okay, they are $4.3 billion. Now, this will blow your mind if you look at it, where this made a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Exactly the way the market predicted. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to finish off the 3. And then this comes down, right? This comes down to make the wave 2. So when you think about it, Nvidia is doing something like this right now. Nvidia is doing a super cycle where that just did a 1, that did a 2. 3 is probably going to go something crazy. 4, and then the 5. So I've literally just proven to you that the top market cap company in the world follows Elliott wave theory. Therefore, it's very likely that Ethereum can do the same thing. So I'm almost broken even now with my $750,000 position. If we start to show more momentum, I'll be adding another 400 Ethereum to total somewhere between $2.4 to $2.6 million into a long. where I am gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride this very, very well. So my goal right now is to see if Ethereum is going to make this ending fifth wave diagonal, and it looks like it's probably going to. Another really prominent place for Ethereum right now is this. We're now holding above these particular zones. This white line is incredibly important because this was a resistance that held for 5 days, which we're holding for right now. And that usually happens when you're looking at an ending fifth wave diagonal. So ideally, what's gonna happen is we're gonna bounce here and get to a fifth wave of some sort, okay? It's gonna look something like that. It's if it does make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? One of the funniest comments that I've read is this one over here, okay? It's so funny how people say things like this. This guy's a dodo. He's like, wave 3 can't be smaller than wave 1. It makes Elliott wave invalid. It's like, bro, you don't even know the rules for Elliott wave. This guy hasn't even read past page 7 of an Elliott wave book, and he's trying to teach me. I've read 7 Elliott wave books, like 300-page books, man. Doing this for, 10 years specializing in Elliott wave. But the rule is that wave 3, it can be smaller than wave 1, as long as wave 3 is not the shortest, okay? All that matters is wave 3 cannot be the shortest. And as long as it's either greater than wave 1 or greater than wave 5, that's all that matters, as long as it's not the shortest. So this has a very high likelihood of hitting this. What I'm going to assume is it's going to do something like this. It's going to use this wave 3 high as a resistance. And I think that the risk to reward is actually phenomenal right now. If you take a look at the support range right here, around 37.50 or so, I mean, even though this one had a big wick to the downside, the risk to reward is phenomenal. The risk to reward to me on my trade is something like this, okay? I'm in from 778 right there. I'm risking about 2%, but I'm going for about 5 to 6%. So my RR is about 3 to 1, okay? 3 to 1 RR, $750,000 position. I'm risking $15,000 and I'm going for roughly 4K, right? So I could possibly make something like here's how it looks, okay? I could possibly 4,000 and my stop loss is around 3,700. So 3,700. So I'm risking $15,600 to try to make $44,000. So it's about a 3 to 1 RR. I think that that's a phenomenal risk to reward. And the confidence rate of this trade, I would probably rate it somewhere like a 7 or an 8. That's how confident I am. Because if you think about it, this fifth wave cannot be formed yet. It's only got 3 possible waves, right? So I think that it's a high chance of getting to around 4,100, double topping, and then we're going to have a massive drop to the downside, which now finishes the official third wave. So my expectation is we finish the third wave around 4,000, 4,100, that we're going to have like a deep correction. And then we're going to go for, honestly, not that high. We're going to go for the all-time high double top. I don't think we're going to get higher than that. We're probably going to go for a double top around 48.50. Okay, that's what I think, like around there. But if it doesn't happen, then let me backtrack. Let me just draw this first. So that's what I think will happen. And this will be the perfect Elliott wave. And then this is going to finish around, if you look at the date, around September, October, which is right in line with where I expect the bull market to be done. The only way that we're going to hit 10K is if either the third wave somehow goes parabolic or the fifth wave goes parabolic, where we make something called an extended third wave or an extended fifth wave. But based off of how the market pressure is right now, I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that I gotta say this nicely, but I think too many idiots are investing in the wrong coins because there's such a huge diversification class of different cryptos out there. There's like 5,000. Okay, this is a nice way of me saying too many idiots are buying fucking meme coins and shit coins, and they're not focusing on the asset classes that are very blue chip, right? Because people are throwing shit into every single shit coin out there, and they're hoping that they're going to get a massive gain from it. The days where you can expect your blue chip coin to rally hard is past, because people would rather, gamble and trade shit coins than anything else. So that is the bullish case, okay? The bullish case, but if we hit 4,100, we're going to have a major correction. Like we're talking about, I'm going to guess like 3,500 is pushing it, to be honest. 3,500 is being nice. But of course, you got to respect this right here first. So 3,500, these lows. But then that would barely be a 236 retracement. It's possible, but you can, like, the range is wide. The range could be even down to over here to 3,000 ranges. It could, you never know, right? You just never know. So it's either, if that's the bullish case, if we hit up there, we will have a gigantic retracement. And I've been hitting every single short, if you guys have noticed or following me. For Ethereum, I called every top so far, like major top. So if that's the bullish case, great. We have a little more to go. If we also have a bearish case, the bearish case is kind of scary, where maybe the fifth wave did form, but it got truncated where maybe it did something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a 5. So it's possible we're done as well. How will we know if this is invalidated? I would say if like these ranges get taken out. Like I'm talking about 37.50, 37, 25 ranges around, or like basically around these ranges, 37.50. If that gets taken out hard and we have momentum going to the downside, that's going to invalidate the trade. It's going to invalidate the theory of an ending fifth wave diagonal. And then what's going to happen is we're going to end up correcting the entire structure. So going into a long right now has a very good risk to reward. There's no guarantees. That's why I'm saying it's a 7 or an 8 out of 10 type of trade, right? If we fall below 37.50, 37.40, I'm out of the trade. I'll lose, maybe $10,000. I'll lose maybe a 1.5%, 2% maximum. And then we're going to go to 3,500 guaranteed. So if 37.40, 37.50 breaks, 100% sure we're going to hit around $3,500, okay? So that's my thought for Ethereum. But if someone put a gun to my head and they said you had to choose a direction, long or short, I would choose long right now because I still believe the ending fifth wave diagonal was going to happen, and I would put my life on the line if I had to choose one direction for now. Okay? So that's how we stand with Ethereum. My position is here. You guys are welcome to take a look at it, screenshot it, whatever. I'm incredibly transparent. I have nothing to hide. I'm proud of my P&L. I make a shit ton of money trading, right? For Bitcoin, this is how we currently stand. We have a higher low trend line that's literally being tested right now as we speak. Okay, it's being tested right here as we speak. It's making these lower highs that are very annoying, right? It looked like it was going to break out multiple times, but this lower high, it just cannot be broken. So right now, the most logical conclusion is that we're probably going to hit this higher low trend line right here very soon and see what's going to happen. I'm not interested in trading Bitcoin at all right now. I traded Bitcoin a lot. If you guys remember earlier, the only time I would trade Bitcoin is if we break this lower high pattern, which is going to take some time, but that's the only way that I would trade it. I still believe that the channel for Bitcoin is holding very strong. It's a very intact pattern since basically 2023. So we've been here in this pattern. It's going on a year and a half now. So if this breaks upwards, which I'm sure it will eventually, we're going to hit 130K, 140K very easily. Another significant thing to consider with Bitcoin is that we recently had a 7-year pattern like this. Okay, this is a 7-year higher high pattern. The higher pattern is actually very, very strong. And I thought we were not going to break it, but we did break it. So now that we break it, there's also a chance, okay? There's a possibility that we're going to go back down to $114,000 and retest it now that we broke the 7-year pattern. But either way, I don't believe in any way that the bull market is over yet, right? BlackRock, institutions are still heavily accumulating. Michael Saylor is adding even more. He owns the majority of Bitcoin now in the world, which is crazy. He's the largest holder. So there are many indications that are saying that you've got about 2-3 months left maximum. One of the biggest mistakes that people make in crypto is they grow $10,000 to like $250,000. And then they don't cash anything out because they don't understand it's their first bull market. They don't understand that what goes up a lot, it needs to come down. There will be large sell-offs. People need to take profit. People will enter shorts. Whales will take on shorts and take their profit like me. So we're going to make sure that we're not in that club of holding for too long. And we understand exiting the market and missing out on a little bit of profit is a lot better than holding on to a position, letting the market dip because you were just a little bit greedier and got too greedy and you wanted a little bit more. That little bit more that you want, that you push for, it will fucking wipe out all of your profits. I promise you. Take your profits when you have them, be proud of them, because it's better than losing everything near the very end because you held on for too strong. When I exit the market, the first people that will know are the people in my Discord group, right? That's when I'm going to be like, that's it, guys. Not trading any more longs. Bitcoin has fucking topped. It's time to short everything that you can. Time to switch up that mentality to bearish mentality, which is actually where I thrive the most. For anybody following me, I am a fucking master at a bear market, man. Bull markets are good, but I will make 80% of my profits in a bear market. I will short with size and confidence because once the bear market is in and you've confirmed it, all you need to do is find a pattern to continue down. Once you find the pattern, you short the break, and it is so fucking easy. I swear to God, it's so easy in a bear market compared to a bull market. Because the thing about a bull market that makes it hard is you just never know when to buy in a dip, and there's a lot of fake outs. But in the bear market, it's like one way that it's going to go. Everything is going to go down with Bitcoin. Guaranteed. It's really rare for a coin to go against Bitcoin in a bear market. So because of that, you can rely on the fact that the direction is more concrete and more clear. So that's it, guys. I'm going to end the live stream tonight. I think this was a fairly long one already. I wanted to just give you guys my time and my expertise. No advertising anything, just straight technical analysis and real talk. If you enjoyed my video tonight, all you got to do is hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, just take a look at the link below. Follow my Instagram because I post stories of my positions. Every position I take, I post it on Instagram before Discord, before Twitter or anywhere. That's just what I do. So just follow me and show a little bit of love, guys. That's all you can do to say thank you. I appreciate you and have yourselves a great night. And please be extremely careful of Ethereum. And hopefully you can take some of my words into wisdom and consider it. Food for thought. Have a great night, everybody. Thank